Today I'm gonna watch episode 6 of Black Clover, and here is my reaction. Here we go. Really? They have to repeat the same narration again at the beginning of each episode? The same narration about how the first Wizard King defeated the giant demon. Oh, by the way, I think this episode still tells the story of the first book of the manga. You know what? I'm just gonna fast forward this part because I feel like it's a waste of time to watch something I just watched yesterday. So Asta was chosen to be a magic knight of the Black Bulls squad. Asta should be dead. End of the series. You know, this part I don't want to skip. I like the music. I don't like the song, but I like the beats. It's very loud. I don't want to disturb the neighbors. Uno desu. Lunette. So the guy with the glasses, his family name is Lunette. Lunette in French means glasses. This part I don't think exists in the manga because we didn't really see Yuno that much. We go directly into the story of Asta in the manga, so that part is something extra in the anime. And here's the boob girl in every anime, you know, just for the fan service part. I have to say the first time I read about this in the manga, it looks very much like fairy tale. You know, the dynamics between the members is very What's the boy's name in fairy tale? Yeah, anyway, the fire guy and the ice guy, it's very that kind of dynamic. You know, this part I really don't like because it's very fairy tale. Even the captain plays the same role. You just to calm everybody down, and because every member is just like a troublemaker or something. I'm listening to the background music. It's the same animation again and again of some members who don't move. The problem is some of the reaction are just not people, are just cruel. He looked like Marilyn Manson, you know, the rock singer who looked like a zombie. Vanessa Erotica? Yeah, that's why she's showing her boobs. The nose bleeding thing is really Japanese anime and manga, because no real people do that in real life. And she just vomits rainbow. Oh, let me guess. His family name is Voltia, so probably have something to do with electricity. His magic. You know, this character is really not very interesting.
団員は他にもいるが、今は任務に行ってたり、休暇中だったり、サボったりしてる。適当に仲良くなっとけ。
はい、めっちゃ仲良くなります。改めてよろしくお願いします。あったまいった。
お前、背の高さと声のでかさが反比例してるな。
はい、
うるせえ。
すみません。
というわけでお前ら、死なねえ程度にしごいてやる。
聞いたか。
はい、
ヤミさんはしごいてやれって言ったんだ。俺がしごいてやるぜ。てめえみてえな弱そうな、しかも恥最果てのど田舎出身のチビが大してマナも感じねえ。それが黒の防御の新入団員だな。
You know, the anime world is exactly the contra, the opposite of the real world. In the real world, everybody trying to be nice to each other, you know, whether they wanted to or not. They all tried it. They, at least we are all trying to be nice to each other. And in Black Clover, everybody just trying to be as mean as possible in front of each other. I don't know what to say. You know, Asta, I think he just offers some entertainment to other members of the squad. $5,000 push-ups. And Asta just break a huge rock with his head.
この世界は魔法が全てだから関係ないけど、無駄に体力あるね。
どうすか。
根性はそれなりにありそうだな。
これで認めてくれますか。じゃあローブください。
まだだ。田舎者が何甘っちょろいこと言ってやがる。もう一つ、洗礼の日、最後の試練だ。
最後。
魔法だろうがなんだろうが。
I think the problem right now with all these bad guys and everything, it's like it's very similar. Like this guy, Magna Swain. You know, he has this scar and these little dots. It just reminds me so much of a character, the Iron Dragon Slayer from Fairy Tail. You know, who is also like a very bad-tempered guy, and you know, there's just a lot of things. Just seems like very not to mention the style of the animation. I don't know. I don't think exactly it's a bad thing, but the problem is it gets old very quickly, especially Fairy Tail. I really don't like that animation. The story is not good, and the animation is even worse. Like technically speaking. flame magic. Exploding fireball. You know, like it just become a standard thing. Like when you attack someone, you have to shout out the name of your attack because that's just very practical.
死んだアスタの脳は直感的に悟ったアスタは今まで鍛え抜いた肉体と動体視力と瞬発力で魔法を切り敵を打ち破ってきただが今回のマグナの魔法は今のアスタでは早すぎて捉えられない
Narration again because you know
この攻撃の勢いは死なない
because the animation team feels like they have no way to
を知った時
explain all that with images, moving images.
体は諦めていなかった鍛え抜いた肉体の超反応その最後の悪あがきそれが活路を切り開いた 侵入団員を助けずに済んだの久々だな
切ることは不可能でも当てることは可能だったが
This voice is,
魔法を切り裂き
you know, I can tell the difference. The guy who did the narration and the guy who voiced the captain of the Black Bulls.
出るんだこの剣すげえスカシでどこだった危ねえ
Ah! Hey! Wow! You know, I'm not gonna forget the voice acting of Asta because everybody hates it, but it's just like once after so many times he screams, you just can't forget. It's just like a bad pop song. It's just like stuck with you in your head.
死ぬとこだったじゃねえか
怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖いやるじゃねえか
I just feel like everybody is trying to kill everybody, really. Their way of joking is just like beat the shit out of the other guy.
っていうか実は俺も田舎出身なんだわアージ村の少し上のラヤカ村
おおマジっすかラヤカ村ってすっげえど田舎なんでしょ
てめえにだけは言われたわね
けど俺
Ah.
火力が少ないどころか実は全然ないんすよ
How many times left in this episode?
ないだ
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh my god. It feels like 1 century.
余計かっけえじゃねえかさてはお前男だな
You know, all this talk, I just don't really feel anything. And you know, the problem with all the members of Black Bulls is that just very one-dimensional. There's just no depth. The boob girl is just boob girl. She just tries to seduce every man and drinks. And the little guy who likes eat cakes, everything he can offer or she can offer, I don't know even his gender. All he wants is just effort, food. And the guy who's in love with his sister, that's all he can talk about. His sister.
ほらよてめえのだアスタ
You know, I'm just gonna fast forward this part because I just think this is going too slow.
ほら羽織ってみなさいよ
騎士団黒の防御の一員だな。ヤミさんと黒の防御の名に恥じない活躍をしやがれ。
よろしくお願いします。
Yes! Hi! I'm not gonna forget Asta's voice. That's for sure. I don't feel it's very annoying, but right now it's just like very comic. Okay, it's time to introduce the main girl. The girl of this manga. Actually, that's nice. You know, I'm just gonna skip the music to see the chibi part. Petit Clover! My favorite part of the episode. Real life with the magic knights. The style is just so cute.
何も見えねえぞ。
I love this part the most.